This is Jim, Sawlogs Plastic Hubs. I hope you enjoyed the video that I'm putting together today, and I know I had fun making the project, so hope you enjoy it. Have a great day and stick around and watch the video. We're going to go in here and center drill it. And we're going to pretty deep center drill it. We're going to go ahead, and I'm going to leave camera on when I start this anyway. And these are the reasons I wanted some taper shank drills is right here. I'll grab this one. Well, wait a minute, I need to do something before I do taper shank. Let me get right back with you. I got set up more and I'm back in the track. I forget, by doing these indicators, unlike using DRO, you have to set your indicator at a position to where you can use all the stroke. And this is like a 2-inch indicator anyway, so we're drilling a 2-inch deep hole. So what we're doing is we're drilling it, and of course you stop every once in a while. See a little oil in there, and we're roughing it out. I'm pretty close to the 2-inch mark. We got to go back in with the bigger drill. We'll probably go kind of halfway in between to do this. Anytime you're drilling a hole and having to do this in a blind hole, you do wad up a lot of chips. That's what I like keeping an oil cup for, is when you're drilling. I think that's going to give us about 2 inches right there. We'll pull it out and we'll give it a check C with the calipers. Now we're putting the 1-inch hole in. I'm just going to take one step. Instead of 2. Because this makes life easier. We got to do the same thing on the other side, just shallower depths. I'm going to probably have to bore this a little bit with the boring bar for the fit. I could use something else, but I'm not going to run a reduced shank drill in. I'll just run a boring bar in there and clean it. Even though a 2.5-inch boring bar is going to be a lot, these little bars. I've got a 3/4, I could probably get it in there. So. That's where having this extra shank on this tailstock comes in great handy. material out of here too, by the way. But yeah, again, this is some tough material, by the way. It's acting like I've run out of drill here or something. So I need at least a 2-inch hole in it, because I just run out of travel. It's all loads and loads and loads of fun. You run out of travel. I want to be able to back it all the way out, because I'm thinking I'm drilling a little in the bottom. I'll check this out here in just a second, see where we're at. See how close to the magical 2-inch mark we are. It's a little bit deeper. Oh yeah, we're good. That's good enough. Let's see where we're at, what we got to do with this. See, that's good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to weld this to that. This is going to be the adjustment, so to speak. Now before I weld it together, I'm going to go in here and peen up a couple of threads there on the ends. See, that's what the plan was, and I didn't want it really close, tight, but not precision. So this is going to be the press end of the whole rig. Okay, let's get turned around. We got work on the other side. I'm going to hit that, the deburr right quick by hand, and I'll do that off camera. I have to center drill this part because it already been center drilled. I mean, it has an old hole in it, and it's going to be a little bit of run out. We're going to bore this anyway, so it's not. And again, run out's not going to be a major issue here anywho. So we're going to put in a 1-inch hole. This end's the one's going up on the press, by the way. She's going to be hotter than that $2 pistol. I don't know how many of you go to racetracks. That's one of the old country songs. I used to play at the dirt tracks around here. If you didn't like country music, you'd be in trouble going to the racetrack. One of my guilty pleasures is going to the dirt track. I actually used to work on race cars a good bit, so. And you see my pictures of my go-kart racing. That's poor man's racing. Well, the heck, it ain't poor. I kind of got injured, put me out of that. I'm a little too old to be crawling around under race cars, but you know sometimes how we are as men. We think we're 10 feet tall and bulletproof. So. All right, I think that's going to give us our first hole. Go down a gear, we'll pop this inch drill in. This is why I wanted taper shanks for right here for this purpose. And it'd be nice to have a little bigger one. A larger one, like 1.5 inches or so, but it is, well, I've actually looked at 1 1/4, 1.5 inch shafts, taper shanks, some on eBay that is so ridiculous. I know that's a brass hammer, that ain't gonna hurt it. Let me get me a little redneck engineering up here, as Mr. Harold would say. Get me a 1-inch mark on my drill. Let's go ahead and get this hole punched in here, this 1-inch hole, 200 RPM. Or pop a Grizzly loose on it. drilled. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want this bottom plate here to be solid. That's why it's not drilled all the way through, by the way. I want at least a 1/2 inch of material for the drills to rest on, for that thing to make the rest. So that's why it's not a through hole. And I'll be up front with you. This drill I didn't even sharpen. There was a couple of them somebody had made flat. So let's see how deep that is. I really want it to be at least an inch set up in there. So. What it is that taper. I'm going to have to dip this lace a little bit the hard way, it looks like. Torque it a little more. That's why you got these long handles on these things. Get a little more bite. I see it'll slide along. You put a lot of pressure on it, and you actually can slide the tailstock on these things. That's why we've got these longer handles on them for. I'm actually doing the last 1/4 inch, all 1 inch. So we're going to have to go in there with the boring bar and smooth this out to flatten it, so it'll actually be a hair bit deeper because of your drill points, but that'll suffice. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a small bar in first and just flatten the bottom, and then I'm going to put my larger bar in and bore it out. So I'll get set up and bring you back. Okay, I've kind of roughed it out, so now we get to start on it. And this is we got to bore this thing out about So we're going to go in here and start boring it out. And more or less, we're going to be just a little under 2 inches, so there's a good bit of boring got to be done. This bar seems to be plenty stiff enough, so I'm just going to kind of rough it out a bit to get us close. You only go about 20 thousandths at a time, these little bars, so this is going to take a little while of boring. I mean, I might go a little more, but you just don't. We turn the chips and stuff so tight up in there. And it just turns the chips so tight. I might try that and see what happens. If it'll let me, I'll bore it, because it takes less time. That's why I get a spring pass coming out doing this too. Let me get a measurement where I'm at and start calculating what we need to be doing here. So just take a second and blow it out and throw the caliper. It's actually a whisper under 2 inches. I want this to slide on there pretty decent, so I gotta. Yeah, we're just about. 1 inch 100 thousandths. And I'm gonna double check this. It's always the old carpenter saying, cut twice, measure once. And and according to what we can get here is somewhere around eight something. So I don't really need to be 2 inches. So what I'll do is when I get really close, we'll do something else. Truth about to be known, we're gonna put a bigger bar in. And I think I may have to shorten it. I'll try it without shortening it first and then see how it works. I'll bring you back. I did shorten this bar up, and because I've got to take a good bit of stock out, it always behooves you to go ahead and to take a fairly large, use the biggest bar you can get in there. That's just common sense machining. So that's the biggest small bar I have to get into this diameter with. You have less chatter and all that stuff. I'm just reversing, stopping the spindle, reversing the feed. That way I have any spring that bar has, it'll spring back. Because I am taking some big cuts to get close. Then I'll take some measurement. Again, I'm shooting for something that's a slip fit in this other piece. And I'm not necessarily trying to bore this to a point that I need to get a precision fit, because I'm going to basically, 210. So I've got a long way to go, because I've got to go to about, so I've basically got 600 thousandths to take out. So bring you back. Now we're doing finished pass. This is actually 2 inches. It's 2 and 7. It's actually 1 inch and 7/8. What the actual size of the press really is. So what I'm shooting for, and it's marking a little under nominal, so I'm going to check this to see where we at. I'm shooting for something like a couple thousandths press slide fit. I want this to slide up on there, but I don't want it too loose. So we're going to try to hit our number and see where we at first. And then I might go in and bore it about 5 over, just so it'll have a nice slip. Instead of getting brave and trying to do all that at once, I'm going to see how close I can hit the 875. It's really 2, 3, 4 thousandths. All we need is to give us a good fit, I believe. So the old carpenter saying to measure twice and cut once really applies now. I'm right dead on what size it is right there. It's actually 2 to 3 under, and that's about what I am. So I'm going to bore this thing about 10 over or 8 over or something of that nature. The lead screws and all in this lathe does not exactly match out. If I was really getting picky of how tight I wanted to bore it, I'd throw an indicator up here and do 1/2, because these numbers on this thing ain't exact. So what we do here now, again, I want it to slide up on there pretty easy, but not sloppy. Because I want to be able to take this off and on. We're going to put screws, set screws, if I need to. I want that flexibility. If I weld it, I don't have it. So let me get a measurement, bring you back. A grade 8 1-inch bolt. And somebody may ask why I didn't thread it. Well, I didn't feel like single. You notice that's a pretty long area to single point. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to cut this flush. And I'm not going to do much else to give it a... Man, that ain't liking that. No wonder I'm trying to cut it in instead of down. Might help if I go the right way, people. I don't know how I'm going to go ahead and cut my mistake out, but I want this to be nice and slick because this is going to be my pressing surface. And so where I made that little step, I'm going to take a little off. But this is the surface, actually, because I want to use this maybe in the future to do some keyway broaching. I want to be able to adjust it. Oh, any press needs adjusting. Like I said, I watched Dudley Tool Right. I don't want to say do right. Tool Right out in California, and he took an extra jack and made a column and made a whole piece for his harbor freight press. And you know, if any of my viewers, you probably watch him, and you probably also watch MrPragmaticLee, who made the adapters. But in my case, my press needed a different setup. So what I'm doing right now is just, and I hadn't went in there and fed wrong, I wouldn't take quite this much off. I just want to get a good, clean, true face on this thing, parallel with the nut. And this is going to be my press face. And then I'm just going to take like a, there that is. Slick as shit. It's that slick as snot. Alright, we've already got a center fail hole drill. Basically, I'm just going to go in here. I'm just going to put one set screw, just enough to hold it. I'm not actually, because it's actually all the pressure is going to be down here. I've kind of done a little, this is another one of them, and I will admit, this is a guessing by gosh method. I just went over to the press and checked on how far it presses up. Decided my arbitrary number, 1/4 of an inch. And that's what I'm doing. I normally use a welding, but that one just happened to be handy when I reached down in the box and got it. So I'm going to try a little tap magic for a change. I haven't used any of this, and I've had some. I had a pretty good sized jar of it, and it bought it one time and used it up. In fact, I still got it. I remembered I had it. Here, instead of using that, let's use this. I'll bring you back. I apologize for leaving the camera on. I'll take care of that. A little tap magic on it. We'll let it do its thing. There we go. Nice little 1/4" 20 set screw in it. One should be sufficient for what we're doing. Let's go get us an Allen. I'll go get me an Allen screw and put in it and check it out. Okay, here we go. This is the setup. I'm gonna try to zoom in here. And I'm holding this by hand, so it's gonna be a little bit wiggly. So you can see this is how to adjust this. I'll adjust this down. There's your down adjustment, you see, and up. And I'm gonna try to get over here in the corner and see if you can get a good shot up in here. I don't know if you can see, probably not. Excuse for the darkness there. Let me back off the get back wide angle on it. And there you go. That's the completed project. Yes, you noticed I did blue it. I've been into doing a lot of that lately. And so that's the complete there. And I'll kind of step back. That's the complete setup for my press. That's the press from the top to the bottom with my plates and everything, my little 12-ton press. And it fits right in the corner good. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I enjoyed making it for you. This again, a quick thanks to all the folks who subscribe and comment on my channel. And if you're not yet a subscriber, please hit the little subscribe button there, below the video. Again, this is a copyrighted production of James Dedman Sawlogs Plastic Hubs. And I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you on the next video.